Rated T for teen.
Neverwinter Nights 2 and Mask of the Betrayer were both very personal stories about your main character. Storm of Zehir has very strong story elements, but they are not as focused on a single character. Our story is strong in that we have very interesting settings, really interesting NPCs to interact with, and we give you a lot of choices for your individual party members that you create.
We chose to allow the player to make the entire party. It allowed you to role-play the game in a way that previous titles would not let you. You could create your entire party of barbarians if you so choose and play the game that way.
Well, D&D is ultimately a party-based game. For the real hardcore D&D fans, I think getting to create a full party and really take ownership of that party and customize them however they want, that's a big part of what the game is about.
A lot of systems have changed as a result of party creation. It goes hand in hand with the party conversation system, which basically allows you a lot of interactivity in dialogues.
The biggest challenges were probably in the party conversation system itself. The interface and the underlying code had to be completely revised to account for multiple people being able to join in a conversation. Everybody has a chance to say something different depending on their class or what skills they have put points into, such as intimidate or bluff or diplomacy. So when you're interacting with an NPC and someone has something unique to say, his chat bubble will light up.
Players will notice that while the overall size of conversations has decreased, their complexity has increased. So players will get a lot more options, a lot more variety, and a lot more choice, entirely based upon the skills and attributes of whatever players they choose to create for their party.
I believe that the Yuan-Ti, Pureblood, and the Grey Orc were chosen specifically because there were more monstrous races.
The Grey Orc isn't as vicious or warlike as their cousins, the Mountain Orcs, but they are still pretty aggressive. The Grey Orc has several advantages as a player character, one of which is they have a long gait, which allows them to move at an increased speed compared to other characters. They also have the scent ability, which kind of gives them a tracking-like ability that allows them to detect hidden or invisible creatures on the minimap.
The Warlock in Neverwinter Nights 2 was lacking a proper prestige class. The Warlock, Hellfire Warlock, can draw upon some pretty nasty infernal powers at the cost of his own health. These are not powers that you will use all the time, but only in special situations. And when you do use them, it's a pretty devastating effect.
Of the new classes, my favorite is the Swashbuckler. Who doesn't want to play a pirate and in a role-playing game? It's pretty cool. Sort of the quick, clever fighter that isn't necessarily just the brute strength guy. The Swashbuckler is just a great class and really, really iconic. So the Swashbuckler is my personal favorite of the new classes.